my sweater in the sink when the water was running, and I could tell it was going to be a terrible, horrible, no good, very bad day. At breakfast, Anthony found a Corvette Stingray car kit in his breakfast cereal box, and Nick found a junior undercover agent code ring in his breakfast cereal box. But in my breakfast cereal box, all I found was breakfast cereal. I think I'll move to Australia. Now, it's hard to see the pictures, but as you can tell, he's in real trouble. In the carpool, Mrs. Gibbons let Becky have a seat by the window. Audrey and Elliot got seats by the window, too. I said I was being scrunched. I said I was being smushed. I said if I don't get a seat by the window, I'm going to be car sick. No one even answered. I could tell it was going to be a
terrible, horrible, no good, very bad day.
You're very good, thank you. At school, Mrs. Dickens liked Paul's picture of the sailboat better than my picture of the invisible castle. At singing time, she said I sang too loud. At counting time, she said I left out 16. Who needs 16? And I could tell it was going to be
a terrible, horrible, no good, very bad day.
I could tell because Paul said I wasn't his best friend anymore. He said Philip Parker was his best friend, and that Albert Moyo was his next best friend, and that I was only his third best friend. I hope you sit on a tack, I said to Paul. I hope the next time you get a double-decker strawberry ice cream cone, the ice cream part falls off the cone part and lands in Australia. There were 2 cupcakes in Philip Parker's lunchbox, and Albert got a Hershey bar with almonds. And Paul's mother gave him a piece of jelly roll that had little coconut sprinkles on top. Guess whose mother forgot to put in the dessert? It was a terrible,
horrible, no good, very bad day.
That's what it was, because after school, my mom took us all to the dentist, and Dr. Fields found a cavity just in me. Come back next week and I'll fix it, said Dr. Fields. Next week, I said, I'm going to Australia. On the way downstairs, the elevator door closed on my foot. And while we were waiting for my mom to get the car, Anthony made me fall where it was muddy. And then when I started crying because of the mud, Nick said I was a crybaby. And while I was punching Nick for saying crybaby, my mom came back with the car, and she scolded me for being muddy and fighting. I'm having a
terrible, horrible, no good, very bad day.
I told everyone. Not even one answered. So we went to the shoe store to buy some sneakers. Anthony chose the red ones. Anthony chose the white ones with blue stripes. Nick chose red ones with white stripes. I chose blue ones with red stripes. But then the shoe man said, we're all sold out. And they made me buy plain old white ones, but they can't make me wear them. When we picked up my daddy's office, he said I couldn't play with his copying machine, but I forgot. He also said to watch out for the books on his desk, and I was as careful as I could be except for my elbow. He also said, don't fool around with his phone. But I think I called Australia. My dad said, please don't pick him up anymore. It was a terrible,
horrible, no good, very bad day.
There were lima beans for dinner, and I hate limas. There was kissing on TV, and I hate kissing. My bath was too hot. I got soap in my eyes. My marble went down the drain, and I had to wear my railroad train pajamas. I hate my railroad train pajamas. When I went to bed, Nick took back the pillow he said I could keep, and the Mickey Mouse nightlight burned out, and I bit my tongue. The cat wants to sleep with Anthony and not with me. It's been a terrible, horrible, no good, very bad day. My mom says some days are like that, even in Australia. Thank you for letting me read to you. I hope you have wonderful, wonderful times reading, and I love your news program. Very exciting. I've never seen anything like it. So thank you for letting me be a part. Thank you for inviting me, all of you. You invited me. Thank you. Shannon, you invited me. That was nice.
Thank you, Mrs. Bush. Teachers, the reading pals who will be coming to the library after the broadcast will stay there until after Mrs. Bush leaves. Thank you, Mrs. Bush, for joining us in reading the story. We hope you can come again. This is Jane Polly No, this is Brian Gumbel signing. No, now I remember. This is Shannon Whitlock signing off. I hope you enjoyed our broadcast for today.
Wonderful.
Good job, you guys. Good job.
Here, get out.
Liz told me that the cats and cats will give
Mrs. Bush, it's my pleasure to introduce you to some of our Ashurst Elementary School reading pals. Boys and girls, may I present Mrs. Barbara Bush, our country's First Lady.
This is great. Are you going to show me how this works?
Right, the boys and girls will sit down and begin to read, and then we'll walk around and listen.
They all read aloud at the same time?
Yes, they read in bed. And would you like me to come this way? This is the young man is co-creator, and this young man is kindergarten. There, we have kindergarten through fifth grade. No, the older children will come back this year, and then the younger children, they will alternate this activity. Would you like to come this way?
I can tell you've been told how we're supposed
He's a junior kindergartner. He's like pre-kindergarten. He's going to tell the story to the teachers of a language arts experience.
Jenny stripped out of
But they want to get some bread.
You gotta help. Open the door softly. Suddenly the lights came on. Mom and Dad
Mrs. Bush, I'd like to introduce you to Robert Moore and Janice Caldejon. They're reading partners. And Michael Papa has been chosen to be your reading partner today.
Good. I know this story, too.
Oh, wonderful, because with your permission, he'd like to read a little bit of it to you.
Okay.
And perhaps you might like to read to him.
I had it with kindergarten. Lee Jones said to her father as he was waiting, as he was sitting down to breakfast. I've had it with beanbag games. I've had it with clothespin games. I've had it with sitting on the back on the rug and playing the drum-colored lollipop game. I'm ready for a change. Mr. Jones put down his muffin and offered. Beatrice, he said, do you think I like my job? I'm tired of running for the 745. I'm tired of sitting at that desk and working so hard. I'm tired of laughing at the boss's jokes all day. Doesn't it sound so bad to me?
Doesn't sound so bad to me, she says. She thinks she don't.
Mr. Jones looked thoughtfully at his daughter. Beatrice, he said, what if we trade places today? He smiled. Actually, she said, that makes perfect sense to me. So after breakfast, Mr. B put on her father's coat and tie. She looked very sporty. Mr. Jones put on his hat and carpers for a while. They felt better and beat me.
Look at him turning carpet. You see your father doing this?
We caught the 745 with a spare. She slid into the empty seat next to her father's business associate and best friend Harvey Hopkins. Morning, Harvey, she said, and that she would be taking her father's place today. Listen, Harvey, today is going to be a dreadful. This afternoon's deadline is coming with classes and we haven't come up with time for things. He patted Harvey's hand.
Reassuringly. The train reached the city and Bea and Harvey hurried to the Smith building. They took the elevator to the 42nd floor and walked into Smith & Smith Advertising. Harvey sent around a memo which read, attention all executives, please note that Mr. Jones will not be with us today. He is at kindergarten. B. Jones will be taking his place. B. introduced himself all around. Meanwhile, Mr. Jones had also arrived safely and soundly in Miss Seymour's kindergarten class. He figured the tallest person in the class was Miss Seymour, and he handed her a note which read, Dear Miss Seymour, please excuse Beatrice from school today. She's tired of being a kindergarten. Mr. Jones is taking her place. Sincerely, Mr. Jones. Well, Miss Seymour sputtered, I must say this is rather unusual, but since I do have a note from the child's father, she looked over her glasses at Mr. Jones. I guess it's all right with me. Well, Mr. Jones loved being in kindergarten. He was a whiz at the colored lollipop game. Vermilion red, I believe. Miss Seymour told him he was almost as bright as Jimmy Davis, the class genius. At snack time, Mr. Jones was chosen as milk and cookie monitor, and he didn't spill a thing. You want to read?
At recess, he thought Miss Seymour would get Jimmy Davis Mrs. Seymour told Mrs. Jones that he was a big help. In fact, Mrs. Jones was rapidly coming to the teacher's bed. Oh, Mr. Jones, you're wonderful. Back at Smith and Smith, he was feeling and just fine, too. The first thing she did was give her secretary the day off. Then she sharpened all her pencils into a nice picture on her water. She was very busy. At the board meeting, we laughed harder than anyone They were great. To get to the other side of the field beach, that's wonderful.
Oldest job in the world.
Best of he came up with a wonderful new jingle for combo crackers just in time to save the count. To this, Munchy Crunchy, my dear crackers, snackies. You will love our combo crackers. And
Us down. No, us down. It's us down.
A genius was offered a
Promotion, less than that. Their fathers did so.
Mr. Jones came to pick me up at the train station. They were both very tired but very happy. I feel more relaxed than I've had in 20 years, said Mr. Jones. I love advertising. What a change. So the next day, Mr. Jones went to kindergarten. We went to the office once again. Next day, next at work, we made president of toy sales. At kindergarten, Mr. Jones began to stand with Mrs. Seymour. His classmates were extraordinary intelligence. Mr. Jones and me had So remember the big kids you saw getting for half price at the movie and you just couldn't No, you were probably right. Remember that very short excerpt that you saw happening on the last page? Well, perhaps you know what that big was too.
Uh-oh. Why'd you give me that? Because I have puppies that look very much like that. And I need to know, because they're 5 weeks old today. And I need help with my dogs. That is wonderful. Thank you. I love that. Oh, thank you. That is so nice. We all know why I got that. I think you want me to have, well, Michael, you're a good reader partner. Very good reader.
Thank you.
I love that book.
That is a fear. Mrs. Bush,
Oh, I'm too big for your table.
on behalf of the Quantico school system, and especially thank you for all you've done for me. Goodbye, everyone. Boys and girls, would you like to say goodbye to Mrs. Bush?
This one. Thanks for the book. Thanks for the great book. I'm going to go home and discipline my puppies.
Mrs. Bush, why did you pick the book that you read to the children on the show? Is that one you read?
It's just a book I like. And I like a book that they can enter into a little bit. And I must say, this is a very quick group, because I just barely got started when they knew their part. And that's fun, I think. I think part of reading should be fun. And I must say, I read 2 good books today. Well, partially that. Well, first they asked me, and that makes a big difference. And secondly,
You know, we have a great feeling in our heart for people whose families serve their country, and if you're going to pick a school, this seemed like a wonderful one to come to. I was really surprised when I saw the program they had, though. I think it's one of the best I've ever seen. I mean, to give children confidence, and they can communicate with each other. You're teaching them a skill, and I thought it was very professionally done, and I think Jane Pauley and whoever else she said better watch their P's and Q's. I thought they were wonderful. So it was I mean, I came for a lot of reasons, but I ended up by feeling that I got much more than I thought I'd get. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very, very much.
Where are you from? You're from North, where? Oh, bless you. Everybody never thought where this man was from. Get pictures, I want copies. Go ahead. Go for it. Bye. Bye. Come again. Thank you. Beautiful. She's right. No, I think it's good. Great. Yeah.